It's that time of year, the time of year when everyone is making unrealistic promises to themselves about eating better, getting fitter, taking out old habits, bringing in new habits. And sometimes it's just hard to navigate the new year when we have so many thoughts swirling around. So I want to share with you something today that has helped me navigate the New Year's in a more simple and realistic approach. Welcome to Wellness with Rachel. Today, I'm going to share with you 5 steps to help you navigate your new year by choosing a word of the year. So I have done this for many years now, and I really love how this word just becomes woven into my year. And while I do that, I'm going to tell you a story while I mix up a protein bowl. So today's the day after Christmas. Christmas, we have all the things. And so I am making a protein bowl this morning. This is a simple way to get 24 grams of vegan protein in, and it tastes delicious. So I love doing this. So I'm doing 2 scoops of vanilla. And I have all the links to this in my video notes too. But I wanted to tell you something. Recently, we were on a trip with our family and we did not know where we were going. So we used our phones, GPS, thank goodness for that. And my husband and I were talking about how, remember when before internet, before smartphones, we had a map, like a literal big map that we would unravel in the car and have to find our way. And I was so thankful for that GPS because we ended up having to go a different route, and it would just ping my watch and say, turn right, turn left. And can you imagine what it would be like not having that? We did it. We made it somehow, but it's so much easier when you have the GPS to help you navigate. That's what this one word is to your new year. It helps you navigate your year in a really, really simple way. So Jon Gordon has a book called The One Word Challenge. And in this book, he has some steps that I'm going to share with you on how to choose your word of the year. So this is really simple. So the very first one is to reflect on your past year. Where have you been? Where do you want to be? Just spend some time reflecting. It doesn't have to be long. Sometimes I do this right around this season, this time right now, right after Christmas, right before New Year's. And I just start thinking about my past year and what I want my new year to look like, what I want to look like in the new year. And I ask some simple questions. What are some things in the way? What do I need more of? What do I need less of? What do I want to look like in the new year? And as I think about those things, sometimes a word will come to mind, but the next step will help you hone in on that word. So after you've spent some time reflecting, this is the step. The next step is brainstorming. This is where it all comes down on paper. So set your timer on your phone for 5 minutes and just jot down as many words as you can think of, as many words that come to mind as what you want to look like in the new year in 2025. And just so you know what I'm doing here, I've mixed up water, just water, with this protein. This is a complete protein with macros, amino acids. It's got healthy fats with avocado oil. It's got all your vitamins and minerals. And I just added water, and it's 24 grams of protein. So anyways, back to brainstorming. Set your timer for 5 minutes, brainstorm, write down as many words as you can, and then look at those words and choose your top 3 words. Okay, so we've reflected on the past year, looked at the new year, we've brainstormed, we've written down as many words as we can think of. So this next step is where it gets real. After you've chosen your top 3 words, I want you to spend a couple days actually looking at those words and thinking of which one word do I want to help navigate my year and who I want to become. So spend a couple days looking at those 3 and then choose one word. And when you choose it, put it somewhere prominent. Put it on index cards all over your house. Put on Post-it notes all over your house. Put it on your phone. Put it everywhere so that you can see it and it's constantly staring back at you. I do this. I have like a little word board, and I put my word of the year on the word board, and it's in my office. And so I see it all the time, almost every day. Okay, this is where it gets a little more real. So once you've chosen your one word of the year, look at that word. Maybe that word is focus, and you want to be more focused this year. So you're going to take that word and you're going to put it somewhere prominent, and you're going to think on it, and then you're going to choose 3 action steps. 3 action steps that will help you become more focused in the new year. Maybe it's setting some screen time limits. Maybe it's even using the focus time on your smartphone that you can actually pull things back and spend some time focusing your mind on the things that are important. So 3 action steps that will help you use your word in the new year. And the last thing, it's pretty simple, but it's huge. Share your word. Share it with someone. Share it with a friend. Share it with a spouse. Maybe your spouse will want to do this as well. Our family sits down every New Year's Eve and we all choose a word of the year. And that becomes the way we navigate our new year. So share it with someone, because in doing that, you're creating accountability. By the way, this is the best granola. I love this granola. You can get it gluten-free. This is the vanilla chocolate chip. It's so good. And it makes the perfect smoothie bowl. Okay, so I want to tell you a couple things on the end of this, because I don't want you to get overwhelmed. I don't want you to get stressed out about choosing your word. Okay, big thing is just remember, don't stress about this. This is your word. This is not for someone else. This is just for you. And don't change it. Once you've chosen your word, don't stop mid-year and be like, that person's word sounds really good. I think I want to do their word. No, stick with it for the whole year. I promise by the end of the year, you're going to see a huge difference in how you navigated 2025 with this one word. Because even if it's not on the forefront of your mind, it is still there and it's still permeating your year. And it's amazing when I look back over my past years and I see my word of the year and I think, wow, that really did help navigate my year. I didn't realize it at the time, but it really was helping. If you need some help discovering your word of the year, I would love to be able to coach you through that, have some tips and tools to help you get there. There's some links in the video notes that will help you. If you're interested in any of these products that I use to make this delicious smoothie protein bowl that I'm about to eat, then those links are there as well. And I can help you also in the new year navigating some of those action steps that you need for your word. Discovering your one word for the year really does help you navigate your year. It becomes a map for your year, and it's a more realistic and simple approach to navigating the new year. So take the one word challenge, write it down, put it in a prominent place, share it with a friend, and I can't wait to see what you look like on the other side of 2025. You guys have a happy new year.